Yes. I'm starting a few minutes early because I want to get started promptly at 5 on the content because Toby and I have an appointment today. Toby is getting his stitches out. Um, so we have to be at our appointment on time. So I want to make sure that I you know, get everything going. Um, at the right time. Okay, there. Yes. Okay, so we have shared on Facebook. Let's go to Instagram, and I'm going to put this up and go live. Live. I hope you guys are having a great Monday. It's a new week, guys. Hold on, put my title into Instagram. Come on, title. The battle for Bentley. Post that, pin it. Yes. Okay. So we've got our title in. Today I am only broadcasting on Facebook and Instagram again because I just don't want any problems from Lula. Hello to everybody coming in on Facebook. Say hi. Hey, we're going to get started promptly at 5 o'clock. Welcome to NPL Legal Dish if you're new. Welcome back if you're not new. Yes, so we're going to get started promptly at 5 o'clock. Like I was saying, Toby has an appointment to get his stitches out, and I want to be on time. And his appointment is at 6 o'clock. So we're going to be on just a little bit early today. I know that my time has been a little bit erratic these last couple of days. I mean, these last couple of weeks, but I strive to keep it, anywhere between 5 and 8 o'clock, like early evening for you guys. But at 5, I'm going to ask you to share this out to whoever you think might need some business advice, some startup advice, some trademark advice. People who like celebrity news, send this out to them in 2 minutes, all right? And let me know where you're joining from. I am broadcasting from Hyattsville, Maryland. I'm about 10 minutes outside of Washington, D.C. Where are you guys joining from? Where are you guys joining from? And if you're new, how did you find my broadcast? And if you're not new, why aren't you saying hi? Yes. So we are going to get started in about 2 minutes. Oh, guys, the weather is going to kill me this year. Like, I'm not ready. I turned the heat on finally. I was living in denial. But whatever. I had to admit that it's really cold. And I don't deserve this. This is oppression. This is just oppression. I don't appreciate it. I want summer back. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like being cold, guys. All right. So we are going to get started very soon. And at 5 o'clock, I'm going to ask you to share this out. Okay. Yes, we have a nice, robust show today. Ooh. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we're going to be talking about Bentleys and Katy Perry and Kim Kardashian and Off-White again and football. All right, so it is 5 o'clock, guys. Now it is time to share this out to your network. Share this out to somebody who needs some business advice. And I want to say welcome. Happy Monday. It's a brand new week. Welcome to NPL Legal Dish, my daily broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If this is your first time hearing my voice or seeing my face, I'm Natalie Pierre-Lewis. I'm the host of the show and owner of NPL Consulting LLC, a business formation firm. What that means is I help you get your business paperwork together. So if you need help with things like registering your business with the state, getting contracts, getting an EIN number, getting DUNS numbers, having an operating agreement, managing your business finances, like the very basics of how to structure that, hiring employees properly, non-disclosure agreements, all those paperwork things that people don't really like to think about, I help you do all of that stuff. And if you're wondering why I'm qualified, I'm so glad that you are, because you should always check your resources. I am a licensed attorney. I have been one for 13 years and counting. I have had many careers in the realms of the law, entrepreneurship, education, hospitality, and administrative support. And most important, I'm very passionate about making business and legal education as accessible to everybody as possible. Not everybody has the time, the money, or the desire to go to business school or to law school. But so many of you have amazing business ideas. And if you're going to be successful in business, there are just some concepts that you're going to need to know. There's no way around it. Okay. Now, if you need help figuring out your business formation strategy, like you need to know, how do I get this business off the ground? What are the first steps that I take? Or if you need help with contracts, you can book a free 15-minute consultation, first-time clients, using the link in my bio, linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, linktree/NPL Consulting Firm. There you will also be able to download the free business launch cheat sheet, which will help you figure out what business you should start and help you get it started in the next 7 days or less. Okay. Yes. Also, you will find my YouTube channel link where you will find back episodes of this show, NPL Legal Dish, and a host of other cool things that I do. So go to linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, just to see all the nerdy stuff that I get into. Okay. Now, for those of you who are new, the premise of the show, I pull stories from the news and those that have to do with business concepts that I feel that you need to know. And, we talk about them. We pull those things out. This is a discussion. I am not talking at you. This is an interaction. So I'm going to be asking you guys to be active. I'm going to ask you to press some buttons. I'm going to ask your opinion on things. And if you have any questions, please, please, please drop them in the comments. I love answering your questions. Okay. All right, so we are going to get started in just a couple of minutes. I want to give people, actually, no, we're getting started now. Yeah, we're going to get started now, but I want to make sure that everybody has a chance to come in. Yes, I am on a little bit early. Again, like I was saying, Toby has Toby has an appointment to get his stitches out, and I have to be there on time, and it's at 6 o'clock. All right. So the first story that we are talking about today, ladies and gentlemen, has to do with a well-known luxury brand. If you have ever heard of a Bentley, the luxury car Bentley, please give me a B in the comments if you have ever heard of a Bentley. When I think of a Bentley, I think of a phrase that actually, even though she's not one of my favorite people, a phrase that Kim Kardashian said where someone asked her why she didn't have any tattoos, and she was like, you don't put a bumper sticker on a Bentley. Anyway, bumper stickers are luxury cars, okay? And Bentley decided that along with their luxury cars, thank you for the B, Joan. Bentley decided along with their luxury cars that they wanted to start selling clothing, okay? And they've been, hello, Bud God 202. And they've been selling this clothing since like the 80s. This is actually about a 20-year long case. But there is another company by the name of Brand Logic that owns the trademark to the phrase Bentley for clothing. This company has had the trademark since 1962. They sell t-shirts and sweatshirts. Now, these are both British companies, okay? So you've got Bentley, Brand Logic with this Bentley clothing company. Hi, Miss Donna. And you know, they've been selling clothes for however many decades, about 3 decades. And then you have Bentley Motors that makes luxury cars, and they decided that they want to start making clothing to go along with the cars. Now, we've seen that with companies like Harley Davidson and things like that. But again, we are dealing with a UK company here. But I wanted to bring this case up because this Bentley Motors actually lost this case. So Brand Logic, the brand that owns the trademark to Bentley clothing, they went to Bentley in the 80s when they started making clothing, and they were like, hey, we own the trademark to Bentley. You know, you're infringing on our trademark, but we will license the word Bentley to you so you can use it on clothing. So Brand Logic was going to basically rent the name Bentley to Bentley Motors so they could make clothing. Bentley Motors paid them dust and instead tried to get their trademark for the word Bentley canceled. So yes, so they tried to get the trademark canceled. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that you go to someone and you say, hey, you're using my thing, and then they go and they try and get, oh, let's say you see somebody driving your car and you're like, hey, that's my car, and then they go and try and get the title to your car get taken away. That's basically what Bentley Motors tried to do to Brand Logic, right? So Bentley Motors basically over the past 20 years has still been selling clothing with the Bentley name on it, even though the company that owns the trademark to Bentley has been opposing them for the last 20 years, and it has cost them a lot of money. Brand Logic, the company that owns the trademark to Bentley, said at the height of their business, they were pulling in about 5 million pounds a year, and it's dwindled down to about 100,000 pounds a year. So that is a very stark difference. Hello, SoRap 21. Anyway, so they finally met in court recently, and the European trademark court basically said, Bentley Motors, you've been really doing a lot. You can't use the Bentley trademark anymore. So Bentley Motors, one of the premier car companies in the world, one of the premier luxury car companies in the world, has lost the right to use the word Bentley on clothing. And that means that they might have to destroy all of their clothing inventory. So even t-shirts that their employees wear that say Bentley on it, they would have to destroy all of that. Now, I want to ask you guys a question as an audience. Do you think that Bentley Motors should have taken the licensing agreement from Brand Logic? Because Brand Logic went to them early on and they're like, hey, we'll rent you the name. Or do you think that Bentley Motors was right to fight for it even though they lost? Do you think that Bentley Motors as a luxury car company has more right to the name than this smaller company, even though they have the trademark? Because that's essentially what Bentley's trying to say. What do you guys think? For me personally, I think this was a case of David versus Goliath, and in this case, David won, because Bentley has much more money, and even though this clothing company, SoRap21 said, "Fight for your name," but see, that's the thing. Bentley Motors didn't own the rights to the name, but they felt they had it. You agree? You agree. I think the judge said that if Bentley Motors had just done a search, they would have seen that Bentley was already trademarked and they couldn't use it, but they were just trying to use their weight, basically their influence in the industry, to hope that nobody would challenge them. And they lost. So Bentley Motors, if you have a Bentley Motors t-shirt, it might be a vintage, one-of-a-kind thing that you can sell on eBay for hundreds of dollars soon. You know, save it, because apparently these things were very expensive. Bentley was offering leather jackets for like $2,000. Yes, Joan Kane is very right. Search is the key. There are so many options. You can go to the USPTO website, uspto.gov. They have a search tool so that you can see if trademarks are already taken. So there's no excuse for not doing your due diligence, okay? All right. Yes, we've got 20 minutes. I don't know if we're going to get through all the stories today, but do we have any questions about the Bentley story? Do you understand like what was going on? If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'm going to move on to the next story, which is a little odd. So I feel kind of odd about this. This is a story of Katy Perry versus Katy Perry. The first Katy Perry is a woman in Australia, and the second Katy Perry is the singer that we all know who makes some catchy tunes. I actually, hold on. So Rep 21 has a question about the story before. You said they will destroy all the Bentley clothing. Yes, because if the court basically, the court is saying that you have no right to use this name to make clothing. You don't have the right to use this name in the clothing industry. So them having this clothing existing is violating trademarks. So they may have to turn it over to be destroyed. Mm-hmm. All right. So going back to Katy Perry versus Katy Perry. So there is an Australian clothing line owner in Australia. And her name is Katy Perry, and she has a trademark for her clothing line in Australia. However, Katy Perry over here also has a clothing line named Katy Perry. The Katys are spelled different. The Katy in Australia spells her name Katie. The Katy over here spells it Katy, right? Now, this is not the first time that these two ladies or these two companies have met each other legally, because Katy Perry's lawyers actually tried to stop the Australian Katy Perry from trademarking her name in 2009. Okay. They were unsuccessful, and she's had this trademark for 11 years in Australia. So Katy Perry has, since all of this happened, has expanded her clothing line. I didn't know that she had a clothing line, but apparently she does. She's expanding her clothing line and selling it in Australia, and she's selling it under the name Katy Perry. And the Australian Katy Perry is now claiming that she's ignoring her trademark and selling goods in Australia under an unlawful trademark. Yeah. So Katy Perry has actually been in the news a lot of for intellectual property violations. I don't know if you watched my show a few months back, where Katy Perry was being sued by a Christian artist for using the beat to their song to make Dark Horse, and she ended up having to pay this person like $500,000. So I don't know what's going on with Katy Perry's camp, but they need to do a better job of checking things out beforehand. You've hi Yosties 92 and Calipage. You've met this person before in court. You know they exist, and you're going to expand to their market using their trade. Like, it's just very callous. It's very lazy. It's very sloppy. And she should get a better legal team, I think. Yeah, but this is another case of like people with money, and when they have trademarks, a lot of times, even if they are not in the right, they will try to use their money to basically force the smaller party to give up, even if the smaller party is right. And that's why it's important that you do your due diligence in protecting your mark and making sure you have your paperwork in order. Make sure you're using it properly, and make sure you've done your research. But yeah, so we're going to see what happens with Katy Perry versus Katy Perry. I hope the Australian Katy Perry wins because she's had this trademark for 11 years. Katy Perry, the US Katy Perry knows about her and has met her before in court. So you're just being a jerk at this point. But that's my opinion. Thank you. Welcome to all of you who are coming in. Who are coming in later. Welcome to NPL Legal Dish, my daily live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If you need help getting your business idea off the ground, please go to the link in my bio, linktree.ee/NPL Consulting Firm, and download the free business launch cheat sheet. It will help you choose a business idea and get it started in 7 days or less. All right, now we are moving on to our next story with someone a family that comes up pretty often in the broadcast. As much as I am not a fan of the Kardashian family, they come up a lot in my research, and today is no different. So Kim Kardashian is suing an app company for $10 million. For using her picture to promote their selfie beauty app. So there is an app called iHandy. So small letter I, capital letter H, ANDY. It is based in Hong Kong, but they do have a US office. So they have a selfie beauty app. I guess you can do your face up or whatever. And to promote it, they started promoting it in September 2019. So this is pretty recent. And to promote it, they used a picture that Kim posted in October of 2017 that was promoting her own beauty brand. So Kim Kardashian is suing them for misappropriation of right of celebrity. She's saying that, my face sells product and people pay me a lot of money to use my face and they use my face without permission. So I deserve $10 million. So do you guys think that that is a reasonable amount to ask for? Or do you think that she is just kind of blowing this out of proportion? Because she's saying that, she's saying that, look, people pay me to, promote their products. They didn't pay me. And who knows how much money they made. So they should pay me $10 million. So what do you think about that? Do you think $10 million is a reasonable amount? Do you think You think it's a reasonable amount? Okay. So Rap21 thinks that $10 million is a reasonable amount for Kim Kardashian to ask for. Because her bread and butter is her face. That's very true. Her face is her product. Kim Kardashian's face sells product. So if you're gonna, it's like if you took the McDonald's arches or the Coco Chanel logo and put them on your stuff. They didn't give you permission. When you see those symbols, they mean something. They mean luxury. Well, not McDonald's. Forget McDonald's. Coco Chanel means expensive, luxury. When you see Kim Kardashian's face, that's what people think of. All right. Any other comments on that story? We've got about 11 minutes. Like I said, I got to get going at 5:30 because Toby is getting his stitches taken out today. And I'm very excited. Yes. So do we have any football fans in the house? Hi, Nessie Time. If you like football, please give me a football emoji. Just in time for, not the beginning of football. Football season's been in a pretty good swing. Anyway, if you... Oh, you are? Okay. So Rap21, do you like the LA Chargers? Because this is a story about the LA Chargers. Okay. So the LA Chargers, they have a kicker by the name of Michael Badgley. And apparently he was out for 8 months. You like the Chargers? Yeah. So, okay. So then maybe you know this story about Michael Badgley. He was a kicker. He was out for like 8 weeks with a groin injury. And apparently the team has been suffering. So he's back. He's back, on the field playing with the team. And he has trademarked a name for himself called Money Badger. So he's going to be using that for clothing and merchandising and stuff. But, to celebrate his coming back into the game, Michael Badgley got himself a nice little trademark on Money Badger. So if you see any Money Badger merch, you know who it belongs to. Actually, we might be able to finish today. Yes. Yeah. Hey. Thank you to all of you for coming in. Well, you're watching NPL Legal Dish, my daily live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If you need some legal tips, some legal guidance in getting your business off the ground, go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm, linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm, linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. There you can book your free 15-minute consultation for first-time clients. You can also download the free business launch cheat sheet that will help you get your business off the ground in 7 days or less. I think that's all I have to talk about right now. Yeah. You didn't know that, so Rap 21? So Michael Badgley is out here securing the bag as the Money Badger. All right, guys. So the last story that we are talking about has to do with another company that comes up a lot is the Off-White brand by Virgil Abloh. So this is an update on a story. So I told you guys a couple of months ago that another company by the name of Off-White that offers business-to-business marketing services was coming after the Off-White streetwear brand, saying that there was going to be confusion in their services. I'm going to let Toby finish because apparently he's in an excited state. To those of you who are new to the broadcast, my dog Child likes to troll me during the broadcasts. Yes. Okay. So Off-White, the clothing brand, got a notification from Off-White, the marketing company, that they're saying, hey, we think that there's going to be confusion in the marketplace between our brands. So Off-White, the clothing brand, was like, we don't even make, we don't do marketing. We make clothes. We make shoes. We make like house stuff, right? So there's not going to be confusion. Now, the marketing company has come back and they're saying that they do make products such as housewares products and toys like tool sets for kids. But they can't show when they started selling these products, and they don't have any proof for how they offer these products to their clients. So Off-White, the clothing brand, is saying they're just making this up so that they can do a cash grab in court. We are not involved in the same industries. Now, remember, when you have a trademark, you can have the same word trademarked in different industries. When you get a trademark, it doesn't give you power over that word in perpetuity. It only gives you power over that word in your industry. So that's why there's only one Apple in the tech industry. That's why there's only one McDonald's in the fast food industry. Or, there might be a McDowell somewhere, but, McDonald's is singular, like there's no other. You can have one in your industry, but it doesn't give you the trademark, universally. So if your trademark is in marketing services, why are you going after a clothing company, right? So what do you guys think? Do you think that there is enough that is enough from the marketing company? They say that they sell housewares and toys. So Rap 21 said, could someone get away with starting a company saying the Apple? It would depend on, that would depend on what is it, the name of the company? Is it the name of the product? There's a lot that has to go around that question. But I like how you think. Yes. So what I want to ask you guys is, do you think that there is enough here? Like, is this marketing company just trying to pull something out of nowhere to try and sue Off-White, the clothing brand? I have never heard of a marketing company that sells housewares. Like, especially if you're marketing business to business. I don't like, granted, I don't know squat about marketing, so if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But why is a business to business marketing company selling housewares and toys? Nezzy Time said, I believe selling kids toys was an afterthought to try and sue them. And that's exactly what the clothing company is saying. They're saying that you're just bringing this up now. Why didn't you bring this up before? You just made this up. Show us the proof. And they don't seem to be able to bring any proof to show that there are these actual products. Okay. All right. Yeah. So, okay, we've got 4 minutes, guys. I have to get off exactly at 5:30 because, again, I'm going to the vet with Toby. But those were the stories that we had today. We talked about Bentley Motors not being able to sell clothes anymore. We talked about Michael Badgley and the LA Chargers. He just got a trademark. We talked about Katy Perry being sued by Katy Perry in Australia. And we talked about Kim Kardashian suing yet another company for using her name without permission. And the Off-White clothing company might be in the right this time because they're usually on the other side of the lawsuits. Yes. So if you have any questions about the stories that we talked about today, we've got about 3 more minutes. Or if you have questions about starting your business in general, like what type of structure, things like LLCs, partnerships, corporations, if you have questions about contracts. So Rap 21 said, I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't mind buying some Bentley clothes on clearance. But that's the thing. They're not gonna be able to even do that. They're gonna have to probably burn them. Yeah. If you got questions about contracts, hiring employees, DUNS numbers, EIN numbers, operating agreements, I'm your girl. I'm here for the next 2 minutes now. Remember to download your free business launch cheat sheet at the link in my bio, linktr.ee/NPL consulting firm. You will also be able to access my YouTube page and watch back episodes of this show. What else is there? There's some cool stuff over there. Snippets of my ebooks. I write a lot of ebooks. I'm a big nerd. If you go to gumroad.com/NPL consulting firm, I've written a lot of ebooks, guys, and they're all pretty affordable. They're less than $10. I've got ebooks on contracts, business entities, nonprofits, patents, copyrights, trademarks. What else? And money management for entrepreneurs, hiring employees, all that nerdy stuff. I've written an ebook on it. That is what I do in my spare time. We got about 1 minute left. Want to thank you guys again for coming to hang out with me. I will be back tomorrow around 6. I should be able to get on around 6. Starting a new project tomorrow. But I'll be here. I do. If you go to my bio, after this, just go to the link in my bio and you'll see it. Yeah. All right, so that's what I have for you guys today. I had such a great time talking to you guys. Can't wait to talk to you tomorrow. Bye.